Thank you all for your time and such a wonderful session. As such, I've learned a lot on this session and have some really nice takeaways. I think this is really interesting as a mix of discussion and panelists on various stages of flexibility, various decisions. What we've seen different in this particular panel is that many of the occupiers that are in this panel are at different points in evolution, different points in adopting flexibility, different views on what the workplace means. And I think it's really interesting to balance that with the guidance that Darren's given us from a flexible space perspective. So really interested to see what the future of the workplace is. And I'll now pass on to Phil for a crystal gazing, which is one quick takeaway. And what do you think where will this land? It could be aspirational, it could be crystal ball gazing, as you would like.
Look, it was a fantastic discussion with a great distraction in the middle. And essentially, you know, it'll be, it'll be a fun watch for anybody, I'm sure. Crystal gazing, I think essentially the relationship in our workplaces between HR and our workplace executives and real estate is going to be a very stronger bond. And essentially seeing companies essentially looking to double down on their culture and really understand what it is that drives and motivates people to basically either work for them and or return to these environments. Thank you very much.
Oh, sorry, muted. Thanks, Phil. Over to Arnald.
Right. Thank you, Samarth. I think that was a very informative session. I've also learned a lot from the industry peers, HR expert, and also what's the trends on the flexible space market will look like. About the future, I really would be interested to see how do we materialize workplace as a service in a corporate environment.
That's a very good point, Arnald. Awesome. Over to Darren.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's been a great session with everyone here today and some great conversations. I think from my perspective in the industry, we know the pandemic has certainly made some drastic changes, and you know, I expect those to be lasting and effective changes as we look at more people-centric organizations, where that drives the strategy and delivery of every organization into a hybrid model of working, which I feel personally will be different for every organization as well. And that's very key for me.
Indeed, Darren, and thank you for your guidance. Over to Anela.
Hi. Sorry, for me, I think first a great discussion, but I feel that we're still in the very forefront of this future of work. I think we're just at the beginning phase, and we still are going to have to see various iterations of what it will look like for the future. But clearly, we're going to have to be, regardless of which organization, clearly we have three different models that we talked about today. Yep. And regardless of what happens, we know it will be more flexible, more agile, more digital, more purposeful. But one thing that was called out by all of us was the culture. It has to fit our culture, it has to fit the organization, and it has to really ensure that it embodies the organization values, and for us, our leadership principles. So at the end of the day, we're going to have to continue to iterate and test and see what works. And it's probably going to change every time a new situation arises. So we just have to all be flexible that change is just the never normal situation these days.
Indeed, Nella. And I think this is a really good summary of it. So thank you once again all. And thanks for making time at the top of your day.